A rose is a rose. I can look at it objectively. It can trigger off a certain subjectivity I can detest it because it reminds me of something tragic. I don't live in a world which is available for public perception. You see me. When you see me, you can have an open mind for me to unfold myself. I am supposed to know something. I am supposed to share that knowledge with you. But if one is not exposed to me, one has to keep an open mind so that I can unfold myself. I can make myself known in terms of my understanding. When I see you, I can be non-judgmental. I take you as someone who can understand, who has the infrastructure to understand. I should assume. That's an open mind. A tree is a tree, a mountain is a mountain. Jupiter is Jupiter. But you can look at Jupiter with apathy, with some sadness, anger. Why? Because you consulted an astrologer and he told your Jupiter is in a bad place. For no fault of Jupiter, Jupiter becomes an object of your interpretation. Saturn is always detested by everybody. Even though Shani, Saturn, is not that bad guy. In fact, he is the best guy. Only thing is, he takes the shirt out of you and makes you grow. Correct? Spiritually, he is wonderful. He can give also. Nobody can give like Shani. What I say, you have some understanding. And therefore you look at Shani as someone who is bad. People also are not looked at as they are. You don't respond to them as they are. You make out of them people that you perceive. That means we wear certain goggles, and through those goggles we look at them. Our own distorting prisms of understanding. And in the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna tells that if you have to be sane, you need to reduce your subjectivity. That's how you make your day-to-day life fruitful, help you grow. When a baby cow is born, this calf has a certain goal to achieve. It should not end up in a slaughterhouse. It starts a life. It should fulfill itself. And its growth is adulthood. It should become an adult cow or a bull. An adult bull or an adult cow, the calf has to grow, for which the calf need not do anything. Keep this slaughterhouse fellow away, which it cannot do. It has to grow. And the growth of the cow is maintained by a programming, an inbuilt programming that the cow has. Without our interference, much less the cow's effort, the calf will grow into an adult cow. Only thing is, it should keep eating. In fact, if we don't interfere, it will grow. It has that instinctual urge to survive. And therefore, it will find out its grass, it find out its food, its water, and it will grow to become an adult. Once it becomes an adult cow, its growth is over, then it will age and die. Jayate asti, asti chet vardhate viparinamate apakshiyate vinashyati. Any living organism, including bacteria, a few seconds it also takes, a bacterium has to grow into an adult. And therefore, anything, any organism, jayate, born, and it has to be alive. Asti. Asti means it is alive. It is alive. You have to add alive. Jivati tirtaha. Jayate, jivati. It is alive. Because born, it can die. Or dead, it can be born. Then we don't call it jayate. Once you say jayate, it is life, born life, and it is alive. It continues to be alive. If it continues to be alive, vardhate, it grows. If it continues to be alive, then alive should be kept always. Adhikara is there. If it is kept alive, if it is alive, vardhate, grows. A beautiful word, a word in Sanskrit has got a good word in English. In Tamil, I don't know whether there is a word. Maybe a word is there. Jayate asti viparinamate. Visheshena parinamate. It metamorphoses. Do you have a word? It metamorphoses. Viparinama becomes an adult. Adult means it can be a mother cow, it can be a father, and therefore that adulthood is achieved. Then afterwards, it maintains the stage for some time and then begins to apakshiyate, declines and dies away, vinashyati. That's true to a cow. That is true to a human being also. Because a human being is a living organism. It will fulfill this sixfold, what we call sixfold bhava vikara. Sixfold situations that a human body also is subject to. Born, is alive, then undergoes. It grows, but it takes some time. It grows, it takes a few years, then viparinamate, becomes an adult. The cellular change takes place inside, becomes a potential mother, potential father, viparinamate, apakshiyate, declines, vinashyati, dies away. In this, you don't need to do anything. When you go out, come back alive. That is unnecessary. Don't get involved in all these Yamaha, etc. Because the Yamaha is, Yamaha. This Lord Yamaha. So this Yamaha is there on the road. Be very careful, get out and get back. If you keep getting back, and then of course you eat as cows do. You eat your own food, whatever. So either you are carnivorous or like a herbivorous. So whatever, you are a veg or a non-veg. I don't know why anybody is a non-veg. I have not understood that at all. Why? Because food is vegetarian. On this planet there is no other food. Oshadibhyaha annam. Only plants and trees know how to convert from natural sources food. There is no other food. You have to make a goat eat vegetarian food and then you eat the goat from the tail onward. That's how it is. There is no other food available. Food is vegetarian. A tiger is non-veg. A wolf is non-veg. Not by choice, by programming. A monkey is a veg. A kind of veg. Something it will eat also. Sometimes. So it's confused sometimes. He doesn't know it's a vegetarian or something. And you are an evolute of a monkey. You should be a very choosy veg, correct? If you are an evolution, but never tell that I am evolved from monkeys to the monkeys. Because monkeys will laugh at you. Because, you are an evolute of me? Forget it. If you have evolved, why do you stand before a mirror? You know that you don't have hair on your head. Then why do you put this hair, 10 of them to this side? What is this you are doing? You evolution. The monkeys, they complain. They will laugh at you. Never tell the monkeys that you have evolved from monkeys. They will laugh at you. They don't stand before a mirror. They are okay as they are. They don't want to go to Saudi Arabia or any other place for the matter of that. They are happy being where they are. What I say that a monkey is a veg and a human being can has to choose to be a veg, correct? He has to choose. Therefore, food is vegetarian. Oshadhi byonnam annat purushaha. Oshadhi bhyaha annam. Only from vegetation food is available. All the proteins, all the carbohydrates, all the vitamins, you have to trace it to vegetarian food. Don't tell me where will I go for proteins. Where did the elephants get the proteins? They are pure veg. They are not like monkeys. Monkeys are a little indiscriminate. Because they are very near human beings, Elephants find the protein. The swiftest animal is a veg. A horse is a veg. A deer is a veg. There is no reason to be non-veg. The animals want to live, they have got 4 legs. That is why pumpkins don't roll away from you. You don't run after the pumpkins. Because that is why they are stationary, stavaram. Because your food is outside. You have a biotank. You need bioenergy. And therefore the food must be available outside. And that is given. Really it is given. We will analyze the given later. And therefore food is available. That is vegetarian food. There is a non-vegetarian meal available. That's true. Man makes it available. A non-vegetarian meal available. And if you choose to eat, that's a different thing. And therefore, if a cow chooses to be a vegetarian, then we can talk about it. Oh, I'm a vegetarian cow, a cow can say. And no cow can say, even an American cow is a veg. Unless they genetically meddle with it. It continues to be a veg. I have seen American cows, they are continue to be vegetarians. Very unfortunate cows they are. If you want to be born as a cow, then be born in India, especially in Gujarat, you will be taken care of. Old age, they have got a special place for you. If anybody wants to be born as a cow, only place India. Safe place. There again the problems have started. Only place on this earth is India. It's a Punya Bhumi. 99% or more than 99.99% perhaps, vegetarians of 99.99% are Indians. Whole community is vegetarian. I was born vegetarian. My mother was vegetarian, father was vegetarian, grandparents were vegetarian, great-grandparents were vegetarian. We were all born vegetarians. We have not broken an egg. We don't know what is egg. Only we see them. We wonder how people eat all this. And so next to me, somebody is eating fish in the aircraft. What a life. If I tell my mother, suppose I go and tell, next to me somebody was eating fish and she will go and take a bath and come. What is this life will go on? Just telling you, the that concept, that attitude. Millions are there, vegetarians. It's not me alone. Communities. Even today, all these restaurants போட்டுருப்பாங்க, சைவம் போட்டுருப்பாங்க. அப்பதான் உள்ள போவாங்க. சைவம் இல்லைன்னா உள்ளே போக மாட்டான். சைவம். இந்த நார்த் வைஷ்ணவன்னு போட்டுருவாங்க. வைஷ்ணவ் ஹோட்டல், வைஷ்ணவ் ரெஸ்டாரண்ட் போட்டுருவாங்க. சேம். But a human being has to make his choice. What I say, a monkey grows to be a monkey. There is no immoral monkey, correct? There is no unbecoming monkey. If a monkey is restless, that means it is healthy. A quiet monkey means there is some problem for the monkey. So a monkey has to be restless. If a cow is a veg, it is by programming. They are all by programming. The human body also grows to become an adult by programming. You need not do anything, just eat whatever food you eat. That is, of course. You eat whatever food you eat. Survive Yamaha on the road. For so many years, you become an adult. I had a live interview in New York. This TV interview. And this fellow, he said, Swamiji, they are going to ask you questions, the listeners by phone. I thought it would be nice to answer some questions. One listener asked me, why do you grow beard? In New York, one fellow is asking over phone, why do you grow beard? I have got better things to tell. Why do you grow beard? Do you know what did I say? I don't grow one. You don't grow beard? How can you say so? Yes, from there. How can you say you don't grow beard? I said, I don't grow beard. It grows. You can ask me, why don't you shave? I have no time. If you have time to give me a shave. What a question. It grows. You become an adult. By prakriti. You don't cultivate, you don't irrigate your face. For growing, like roses you grow in the garden. You don't grow beard, putting water and whatever. You become an adult for no fault of anybody. Just to live, a few years survive, you become an adult. A cow is an adult. And afterward there is no more growth. There is only decline, aging and dying. A human being grows to become an adult. Is he an adult? Is she an adult? It is anybody's guess. Childish. That is why we say childish. We don't say a cow, you are the childish cow. Nobody says that. Only we say human being a puerile, childish. given to pranks, given to his own likes and dislikes, given to interpret the world in his own way. Nobody contacts the world as it is. That's what we call normal madness. In America, they have this common expression. They have got their own English. Hate, madness, all these very commonly they use. When Mama went to, Mailapur Mama went to America, yeah, his son is there. All sons are outside. All daughters are outside. Nobody is in India. Somewhere outside. California is somewhere. New Jersey. Mama was there. And he has got a grandson. He comes and tells me, Swamiji, my grandson asked me, are you mad? He takes it seriously. In India, we don't use the word mad for that. Then there they use, are you mad? Grandpa, you are mad. You are mean, Grandpa. என் பேரன் இப்படி சொல்றான், mad, are you mad ன்னு கேட்கிறான். Don't be mean ன்னு சொல்றான். Mad. They use the word mad for any temporary madness. Anger. Are you mad means are you angry? That's all. But in anger you lose yourself, which is called madness, correct? What madness is? You lose yourself. So when you lose yourself, you are mad. The Americans are practical. They ask this, don't be mad. Don't get mad. I am really mad. Very common. I give a banana to an Indian child growing in America. And the child says, so can I have an apple? In India they won't ask like that. Whatever you give they will take. Indian culture is like that. Even marriage is like that. Whatever comes is okay. So, but there it is not like that. And therefore the child will ask, say, can I have an apple? Then I give an apple and ask, why you don't like, why not banana? Then, I hate bananas. Why do you hate bananas? Because I hate it. No answer. I hate it. Why do you hate? Because it's banana. I hate it. We hate bananas. That's a way of perception, correct? Poor banana. It has not done anything. I hate it. It becomes an object of hatred. Word, you have to go crazy. We abuse words. We have our own perception. The perception is just distorted. And the distortion takes place because of the prism of perception. And the prism is called raga and dvesha. Raga and dvesha. Lord Krishna says, Tayorna vashama gachet tauhasya paripantinau. don't come under their spell. It's a tall order. But Krishna doesn't simply make an order. He explains the whole thing in the whole of Bhagavad Gita. Manmana bhava, mad bhakto bhava, madhyaji, mam namaskuru. Convert life into yoga. And this, he tells all those things. I'm going to talk about all that. No tall order. That is not teaching. No advice. We don't advise. We only teach. No advice, no command. No should, no must. You watch my words. I never say, you should do this, you must do this. No should, no must. This is how it is. That's teaching. Should, must become advice. One cannot afford, we can say that, one cannot afford to come under the spell of likes and dislikes. Even if you say should and must, it's all followed by teaching. It's not a command. It's only just a provisional appeal. What is raga? It's a blessing. Raga is a blessing, is a privilege. Only human being can have. Ranjanatmakaha ragaha means that which you love to have is an object of desire. And the desire is called raga. You love to have it. You want to have it. It's a privilege. You have a desire for what that new thing has come. That e-pod, that pod you can have all this recording in one small little thing. What is that? iPod. iPod. All of you don't know. Therefore you have no desire. No desire for iPod. You don't have a desire for iPod. Nobody had any desire for mobile phone 5 years ago. Now, everybody wants to have a mobile phone. Even in India, every vegetable vendor has got one. Soltu pora. Vegetable vendor phone pannunga idhaan appadingran. He tells his phone number. Really? Some of them have it. Nobody walks straight. You have to be careful, otherwise you will be colliding with them. Because nobody has any leisure anymore. They're always in touch. I'm 10 yards away. I'm 5 yards away. I tell all my people, so they will not, when I am there in the car, they will never mobile phone, they will not phone, I'm coming. Another 10 minutes, I don't allow all that. What is this problem? 10 minutes, 5 minutes, phone to talk. It's all anxiety. Mobile may be useful. That's all. You should make use of it whenever it is necessary. Not like this. That's all anxiety. sheer anxiety. So the society is getting more and more anxiety prone. No patience. One fellow did tapas. Bhagavan came. Because he had no patience. Somebody told him, please pray to Bhagavan. Then he prayed to Bhagavan. And in the form that he was invoking Bhagavan, Bhagavan appeared, let us say. And then Bhagavan came. What do you want, Bhakta? What do you want? I want patience right now. I want patience right now. Modern society. Even Bhagavan cannot give. I want patience right now. You don't have a desire. You didn't have a desire for mobile. Now you have. You have no desire for iPod because you don't know what it is. I have to explain to you. Oh, even then it's not a desire. You have a desire only when some of your friends have. Your brother-in-law has. You must have one. iPod. That is the next thing. I want an iPod. Nothing wrong. I am just telling, nothing wrong. Lord Krishna in the Gita says, I am in the form of desires in all human beings. And he puts a class. You'll think about the class later. I am in the form of desires. Kamosmi Bharatarishabha. Bhuteshu, in all human beings, Kamosmi Bharatarishabha, I am manifest in the form of desires. Desires are to have what you don't have. To own, to possess, to experience, to acquire, to reach. A place is already there, you want to reach. An event, a desire for an event to happen. All these are desires. Then desire to retain. That's not an easy thing, you know. Suppose you have a certain body with certain weight and all that, which is desirable. To maintain that is not easy. So you want to avoid, correct? You want to retain your health. You want to retain your health, retain your money, retain relationship, retain life itself. So there are lot of things to retain. And there are lot of things to avoid. I want to avoid, correct? I want to avoid. I want to stall. I don't want to have. There is also want. What do you want to avoid is a very big thing. The extra kilo. Want to avoid. Weight I am talking. Extra kilo, not gold. I want to avoid. I want to get rid of. Correct? I want to get rid of. A headache, an ulcer, an unwanted, whatever. I want to get rid of. One is called raga, the other is called dvesha. Both are wants. I want to have. I want to avoid. Ragadvesha, privilege. No cow can desire for an iPod. Not even a mobile phone. Think of it. If the cows have mobile phones, talking on the road, already they create problems in India. Now if they have mobile phones also, I wonder how will they hold it. Monkeys can have. They can have one in one hand mobile phone. They can look like talking, You can hold it. You can train them, they can hold the mobile phone, you can take a picture. They can talk also, as though. Can't have a desire. So privilege, fine. A privilege becomes a curse when a privilege is not intelligently used, enjoyed. Correct? You lose your privilege when you don't use it properly. In other words, when you abuse your privilege, or if you don't know how to use your privilege, the privilege begins to use you. Understand? This is the problem. It is not abuse of privilege. The privilege begins to use you. That is a very dangerous privilege. It is something like having a cook at home. It was a privilege, and afterwards cook becomes the masterani of the house. She is the masterani. What is masterani? Master, masterani. It is feminine gender. She becomes the masterani, and afterwards she has to go. The lady of the house has to go. She becomes the masterani. First she is the cook, and then she wanted the cook. Then the cook began to rule the home. Understand? It happens all the time. Not once, it's all over the world. And therefore, sometimes you employ a driver and the driver becomes to drive you crazy. These privileges become really gundas. And therefore Lord Krishna says, Tauhasya paripantinau. These rendu perum periya gunda kalapa. If you don't make use of them, if you don't warm yourself with strength, the privilege becomes the masters of your life. You are enslaved by them. Therefore, Tauhasya paripantinau. Asya purushasya. For this human being, they become enemies. How? When you are not, look at this. When I am able to fulfill my raga, my desires, to acquire, to experience, to own, to possess, I am okay. And if I can avoid what all I want to avoid, I am okay. The problem is, I cannot avoid. Correct? I can't avoid what I want to avoid. I don't call all the shots. I cannot avoid. I cannot even get rid of. And nor I can get anything I want. Therefore, what I want doesn't happen. What I don't want keeps happening. What is that? It is called life. Puriyurdilla? Puriyillaya? That is called life, appa. Adha life. That is not anything unknown to you. What all you want doesn't happen. What all you don't want keeps happening. Swamiji, what is happening to me? What is happening to you is what is happening to all. Understand? Don't think it is happening to you only. You ask anybody. Ask any minister, ask any big corporate head. I have talked to all of them. They always complain, why me? One fellow says, Swamiji, I have got everything. Then what you don't have, I asked him. What I don't have? To enjoy everything, I have no time. That I have no time, I accept it. But my brother-in-law enjoys everything. And the brother-in-law பார்க்கும்போது நம்ம BP is increasing. Donald Trump was high-flying at that time. He was a big corporate head. He had a lot of things. And then at that time, and therefore he was asked, so what you don't have? You have got everything, what you don't have? He said, I have no time to enjoy. That's what truth is. One fellow told me, and he said, Swamiji, I don't need money. But I know only one thing, I can make money. I don't know anything else. He says, if I don't make money, I will go crazy. Therefore, I keep making money. All right, why don't you give? That I can't do that. If he can do that, he is big. Neither he can give, nor he can remain without making money. What a life! What a life! Therefore, I find people really have their hearts elsewhere. This is not in place. It is not in place. Heart is not in place. Where it has got to be, it's not there because of confusion. Ragadveshas, in other words, Ragadveshas manage your happiness. They manage your security. They manage when you should be happy, when you should be unhappy. Instead of your enjoying the privilege, they make use of you. You are enslaved as a person. A human being needs to be human. He has to be in charge of his life. And if one is not in charge of one's life, what life it is, I don't understand that at all. It just lived automatically, mechanically, pushed by our own likes and dislikes. These fellows become gundas. But they are angels, really speaking. They are turned gundas. All because we don't know certain things. Certain pragmatism we don't have. Certain objectivity we don't have. And therefore Ragadvesha has become the prism through which you look at the world. The world is always distorted. Therefore our value structure is all messed up. Any one thing you take, this is what we call Shobhanadhyasa. Adhyasa means atasmin tadbuddhi. Illadadai பார்ப்பது. Atasmin tadbuddhi adhyasa. Adil adai பார்ப்பது ஞானம். A rose is a rose. When you look at it as a rose, over, period. It's a flower. But then, and this atasmin tadbuddhi illadadai பார்ப்பது. இது என்னன்னா, there are two types. One is, an object is mistaken for another. A person is mistaken for another. In India, there is another person, like me. He is a lookalike. And then somebody comes and asks me at the airport, Bombay airport, Swamiji, namaskar. He does namaskar to me. And then Swamiji, it's nice to see you here at the airport. I'm seeing you after 3 months. So, when did you come from Mount Abu? Now, I go along with the fellow, thinking that he might have seen me, I might be knowing me, I don't know him. Therefore, I just go along with that. Until he asks the question, when did you come down from Mount Abu? I know this is another Swami. There is one Swami Ishwarananda. He is from Mount Abu. He is a look-alike. And therefore, when we meet each other, we are friends, we meet each other, then I tell him, I have got 10 namaskars. How many namaskars you have got? Please give me all my namaskars. I ask him. This is called mistaken, an object is mistaken for another, a person is mistaken for another. That is one adhyasa. அதுக்கு பேர் அத்தியாசம்னு பேர். இல்லாததை பார்ப்பது, ஒரு பொருளை மற்றொரு பொருளாக பார்ப்பது, ஒருவரை இன்னொருவராக பார்க்கிறது. இது ஒன்று. This is one type of mistake. There is another mistake. அதுதான் killer. அது killer mistake. That is, you see more than what is there. You see more than what is not there. People get married like this. Oh, he is Indran, he is Chandran. அப்படின்னு சொல்லிவிட்டு கல்யாணத்தை பண்ணிடுவான். பண்ணிட்டா அப்புறம் தான் பண்ணிடுவாங்க. கல்யாணம் ஆகி போச்சு, விவாகம் ஆகிவிட்டது. Indran, there is nobody like this. All these போச்சு 15 நாள், 15 days is all over. Honeymoon is over. Then afterwards, what moon? We don't know what moon. You become moony. This is what we say. This is, you see more than what the truth is. This is called anima animus. Man has got his own anima. Woman has her own animus. Therefore, if they marry each other having chosen themselves, this anima animus will go away. Then afterwards, then he and she, they have to accept each other. Otherwise, it's a problem. Anima animus will disappear. That is psychological image. That will disappear. Anima animus. Then they have to accept the realities. That is okay. Then the same thing. Then afterwards, you see in a person certain things that the person doesn't have. You say that you suspect the person because you are insecure. You distrust the person and you accuse the person. The person is not given to the various accusations. That is not true. But then you see all this. Many a good relationship is broken just because this kind of show, this adhyasa, negative adhyasa, seeing things that are not there. First thing, it is positive adhyasa, more than what is there. Then afterwards, negative adhyasa. They set up. Every psychologist knows this. And not only that, in money, in power, in relationships, you superimpose too much of value. Poor money is Lakshmi. It has got objectivity. It is a buying power. If somebody says money is useless, artham anartham. Your Bhajagovindanu or புத்தகம் இருக்கு. அதை படிச்சு சொல்லுவோம் artham anartham. Money is always fraught with danger. Therefore, you should not have money. Then that fellow says, Swamiji, what shall I do with the money? You give it to me. Bluff. ஒன்றும் புரியாது. People don't understand what is said there, artham anartham, what it is, a purushartha. Money has a value. Money is Lakshmi. There is what money can do, money alone can do, nothing else can do. That's money, Lakshmi. Dhanam is Lakshmi. I'll just tell you something more. Good home is Lakshmi. You can have a big house, but there is no home. Home means there must be culture, there should be a puja room, there should be prayer, there should be music, there should be all that. That is home. Otherwise it becomes a house. And there should be cooking. You can't pull it from the fridge, pull it out and then heat it up and then eat and then over. Then again pull it from the fridge. Cook for 10 days, 15 days. Push it. Why the fridge came, I don't understand. It destroyed homes. Old chutney, old sambar, old blessed thing, all pushed inside and then pull it out and heat it up. Home become frozen home. There is no warm home. Honestly, without cooking there is no Indian home. Home means there should be cooking. Even Western homes in those days, there was the smell of baking. That's a beautiful aroma, that is baking aroma. That was the Western home originally. They had baking, all gone. You buy in supermarket homemade cookies. Really? It's called homemade cookies. Buy it in supermarket, homemade cookie. Cookies na tirumle. Cookies na biscuits. Homemade cookies. No home. Griha Lakshmi. Lakshmi is not one, I tell you. Lakshmi is dhanam. Lakshmi is dhanyam. Lakshmi is griham. Lakshmi is varam. Marriage also is Lakshmi. Lakshmi is santanam, children. Lakshmi. And Dhairyam, Vidya, that will take later. Then Jayam, all these are there. There can be Jaya Lakshmi. But Jaya Lakshmi to be there, that Lakshmi doesn't come. There should be, everybody is after Dhanam, everybody wants home, there is also Lakshmi, Dhana Lakshmi, Griha Lakshmi, Vara Lakshmi, Saubhagya Lakshmi, Santana Lakshmi. Then all people are after Lakshmi. The Saraswati must be very sad. And the Veenala is over Shokama Mukari Vachitrupana. Saraswati is happy. Do you know Saraswati is very, very happy? She is playing Veena beautifully. She is satisfied with herself. Why? She knows all this Lakshmi, without Vidya, without me, the fellow will mess up everything. There will not be Anandam. To get out of home, to get out of money, anything, you must have knowledge how to make use of money. You have to reduce your subjectivity. Look at money as money. Rose is rose. Be objective. To be objective, money can buy. But it cannot buy everything. Money can buy things that it can buy. Money can buy a book, it can never make you read. How many books you have got at home which you have not read? Money can bring music, it will not give you the infrastructure to absorb music. Money can never make you win children, really. You may give a big toy. The child may be happy that you seem to love, but you should be consistent. Toy doesn't win a child. The time that you spend with your child wins the child. The time that you take to read a book for the child, that is winning the child's love. The child feels scared. You have time to spend the quality time. It's different. Money doesn't make it. You can live in a hut and be a good mother, good father. The child will go on your lap with great security. Where is an empty lap available? No more this joint house, joint family. There will be a tata, there will be a party, there will be aunt, and there will be an empty lap available. Where is empty lap? Any empty lap, there is a laptop. Where is the empty lap? If there is any empty lap available, there is a laptop sitting. Where is the empty lap? And therefore, money doesn't buy lot of important things. In fact, all things that really make a life significant, and all that is important and significant in life, I say, is not really money. Money cannot give you compassion. Money cannot give you love. It takes a heart, it takes certain embellishment. Therefore I say, an adult cow doesn't need to grow any further. Once it has become an adult, growth is over. A human being has to take care of this prism of perception and reduce this prism, remove this prism, make them simple like cinders, like your buddhi is not distorted, your perception is always objective, and for which one requires a lot of background knowledge. Tayorna vasamagachet tauhasya paripantinau. Do not come under the spell of ragadvesha. If you come under the spell of ragadvesha, that means, so all that you want has to be fulfilled. All that you want should not be there, All that you want should be there, but that's not life. When are you going to have a life independent of your well-being, independent of ragadvesha fulfillment? I told you the other day that one can be happy without fulfilling all the ragadveshas. When you are happy, you are happy. There was an old story, I like this story. In Indian village marriage, and I like this story. Swami knows, I've told her. In the village, this boy is getting married. Subbu is getting married. Subbu is going to the next village. It's about 10 miles you have to go. By bullock carts they go. Old, I'm talking some old story. Subbu is from a family of limited means. But his friend Kupu, he is a rich fellow. And he is of his own age. He is a neighbor. Then he asked his friend, hey, be my best man. Best man, Mapalai Thol. Best man. You require a man like that, another, because and marriage day they don't know how to button also. All overall. Therefore, so you require a best man, and the best man is Kupu, and rich fellow. He asked him, please give me one Angavastram. The Angavastram, Jeri Angavastram, beautifully. So this it's all this much Jeri and this, gold lace, and it's nicely folded. You throw it on around your neck, and this is the style, a shirt, then Angavastram. So he wanted him to give me one Angavastram. So he gave him, lent him an Angavastram. Then all of them went to the bride's village. Bride's people perform the marriage. The bridegroom party has come. And all the village ladies want to see who is the bridegroom. They want to see the bridegroom for our Rukmini. So for our Rukmini, who is the bridegroom? And one lady comes and asks, these two fellows are there, both of the same age, both look like a bridegroom, both have the Mangavastram, both look like bridegrooms, very neatly dressed, smart looking guys. And then one lady comes and asks, Yaru Maapalayo, understand? Yaru Maapalayo, who may be the bridegroom? This is a general way of asking. Yaru Maapalayo, come and ask. Who is Maapalai? Who may be the Maapalai, the bridegroom? Bridegroom should not say, I am Maapalai. I said, so for Rukmini, they don't say, நான் மாப்பிள்ளைன்னு சொல்றான் அப்படின்னு எல்லாரும் பேச ஆரம்பிச்சிருவாங்க. மாப்பிள்ளை should be quiet. And he should not say anything. I am மாப்பிள்ளை சொன்னா அசடுன்னு அர்த்தம். So he is a simpleton, sadhu. And therefore, so he should just sit there, and the next man has to say, this is Maapalai. He has to say, and he said, this is Maapalai, this is the bridegroom, but the Angavastram is mine. And the fellows and another woman came, and he said the same thing. This is the Maapalai, and the Angavastram is mine. And he got really upset. And I am Manatha Vangare, why you are doing this? Tell me, let this Angavastram be mine for some time. I will give you back your Angavastram. Only for another hour. Then I will get new clothes, I will change, then I will give you the Angavastram. Don't, let it be mine, Appa. He said, okay. Then another lady came. Who is bridegroom? This is the bridegroom, and Angavastram also belongs to him. And one more lady came. Then this is the Maapalai. The Angavastram is his also. Angavastram belongs to him. Then again he pulled him by his ear, said, idiot, forget this Angavastram. Don't talk about it. Then another lady came. Who is bridegroom? This is the bridegroom. Don't ask me anything about Angavastram, I don't know. This is a slapstick joke. Now because I find sometimes people laugh, sometimes don't laugh. Now I thought everybody had laughed. I think so. Everybody had laughed. When you laugh, what desire did you fulfill? Tell me. How many desires you have fulfilled? How many desires did you fulfill? All your raga dveshas, bundles, they are inside, correct? From childhood. Hundreds of desires remain unfulfilled. And in spite of them, you can laugh. That is the clue. Therefore, you need not be under the spell of raga dvesha for your well-being. You can be independent of their thraldom. You need not come under their thraldom. This is the Gita. And to bring them under your control instead of their controlling you is converting your life into karma yoga. Understand? Karma yoga. And therefore, we need to understand what is this karma yoga, and then this karma yoga means reduction of the subjectivity, increase of objectivity. Increase of objectivity means more sane. Understand? You have no choice. More sane you are, less mad you are. Understand? Less mad you are, more sane you are. To be more sane, you have to understand what is. Lord Krishna says, what is me. He says that. My God, what is you? Krishna is presented by Vyasa in the Mahabharata as Ishvara. Ishvara means you can call him Shiva, you can call him Skanda, Kartikeya, Muruga, that Ishvara, that is Ishvara. All that is here is only Ishvara. If one doesn't know, one cannot be objective because one misses the ground reality. And therefore, one is going to rub against the world. One cannot live in harmony with the world because there is more subjectivity. That means more bumps, more rubs. More objectivity means more harmony. There is no projection. Money is money, knowledge is knowledge, people are people, and every person falls in his or her own slot in your life. Your compassion, your love, all these really rule your life. You are compassionate towards yourself, you are compassionate towards the world. You are not hard on yourself. If you are not hard on yourself, you won't be hard on others. When I say when you cannot be, you are not hard on yourself, I don't mean you are loose on yourself. Swamiji, I thank you. Why? You told me I should not be hard on myself, and everybody tells me I should have discipline. Now you have told me I should not be hard on myself, so I am what? Pajama. You know pajamas? Pajama thinking. Pajama thinking means loda thinking. And so in pajamas, you can put any amount of starch and then iron it and wear it after 3 minutes, all wrinkled. Why? Because they are pajamas. Pajamas. You know pajama? Pajamas. How do you call them here? Pajamas or pajamas? Yeah. Pajamas. Why they are so loose, I don't understand. And they are so loose. You can have one pumpkin here, one pumpkin there. And this is how the pipes are. Pajama thinking, loda thinking. I don't say that. No. You discover love for yourself. Self-love. Self-esteem. Self-worth. Without being proud. One need not be proud. One can be aware of one's own strength. And there is so much to be aware of. And that is what this karma yoga does. We will be talking about this important topic all these 3 days in a different hall. This hall, I have seen the empty seats here. I'm going to see the empty seats of those hall and that hall. What is the other hall? Some hall. And that hall, we will go there, and then we will talk about it. Karma yoga, 3 days. Clean. Once you come out of it, you should feel, wow. You should have that clarity about living, converting your life into one of yoga. It's a word. Yoga is a word. It's a meaningful life. A life lived happily all the way. There is something to work for, something to accomplish, something to achieve. To grow into that person. Every person is like a flower bud. And it should not be nipped away without letting it bloom into a fragrant, colorful flower. Standing in its own right, wafting fragrance. That kind of flower, everyone has to be. We can't live like this all through lifetime, 92 years. What is this kind of hard? My son, my daughter, my son, my daughter, and always complain about daughter-in-law, that's all. Everything about daughter is okay. But she is also a daughter-in-law for somewhere. They complain also. So my daughter is okay. But her in-laws are bad. And you are okay. My son is okay. My daughter-in-law is bad. This is 92-year-old nonsense. Not open. Waste of life. Waste. Grow into your own expected end one has to accomplish. So